So I just had a service call that was a little fishy to me. I've been burned in the past with people paying with credit cards over the phone. It's only happened to me once, luckily, but I learned my lesson. And this situation was real similar to the one in the past that I got burned on. It was a lady called, she wanted the battery replaced on a car, and she said she wanted to pay for it over the phone, but her cousin was going to be the one that's with the vehicle. So in situations like that, you don't know if it's a stolen credit card or it could be her credit card, and she'll just wait. Like the last situation I had, she waited like 4 months and then she disputed the charge. And since I didn't have like a picture of her ID or anything, even though I had pictures of the vehicle, of the battery, I had a recorded phone call and everything. It was somebody else's card, and then the person that was there with the vehicle was another person. It was like the niece was there, and the card belonged to the aunt, but the other aunt was who I spoke to or something. It was just a mess. So I ended up losing that one. But with this one, it was a similar situation. It was in a not a great part of town, and one of the things that tipped me off to a possible scam was the fact that she didn't even ask me how much it was going to be. So she was in like a not a good part of town, a house that was kind of beat up, and an older car, and she didn't even ask what it was going to cost. She's just ready to give me a credit card over the phone without even asking the cost. So that was a red flag number one, was that she didn't even ask for the price. So I could have charged the card $1,000 or something crazy, and she wouldn't even have known until afterwards. So that was a red flag to me, because if she didn't care about the amount, then she's probably going to dispute the charge in the future. Or it might be a stolen credit card that's not even hers, who knows. But I ended up telling her that the card I wasn't able to run over the phone, that I had to get the payment either via Cash App or Zelle, because those are a little bit harder. Zelle, I don't think you can dispute at all, because it's bank to bank. And Cash App, I don't know. I'm sure you can dispute it, but it's definitely a lot harder than a credit card, because a credit card, I've had charges that were fraudulent on my credit cards, and it's super easy to dispute a charge and they reverse it immediately, and then it's up to the person that charged the card to fight to get the funds back. So she ended up paying Cash App, but I wasn't going to do the job if all she said was all I have is a credit card. I was just not going to do the job, because I was almost 100% sure that was going to be a disputed charge in the future. So that's something I look for now. I judge every situation differently, but I look for red flags and I try to protect myself. Somebody calling, for a battery that was, over $300 with the service and everything included, and she didn't even ask how much it was going to be. That's a huge red flag. So I try to look out for stuff like that. People that are paying over the phone and somebody else is going to be with the vehicle, something like that, where like the person I talked to on the phone isn't even going to be there. That way the person that's with the car can play dumb and just be like, oh, I don't know anything about the car, and it was my cousin or whatever. When there's multiple people involved like that, that's another red flag. If they're offering up the card number too easily, that's another red flag, because a lot of people are not willing to give their credit card over the phone. They want to pay through like a secure link or something like that. But I just try to look out for red flags to try not to get burned again, because people are scamming out here, and it's just it's hard to avoid 100%, but I try to minimize the amount of issues I have